you been?
I was shopping.
You've been out with Reuben, haven't you? It's all over your face.
Okay, yeah.
The details in the contract that you guys came together on that were sticking points in the past?
Well, the number one thing was getting a workable form of arbitration so that we could enforce the contract. We had called the company's prior positions in arbitration, we had called it kangaroo court arbitration, meaning that in disputes, the arbitrator would have been required to rule with the company in almost any dispute involving any kind of discretion, meaning discipline, raises, merit pay, anything at all. They still have a reasonable amount of discretion in that, but it is not the kangaroo court setup that they had wanted, and that's a significant victory for us. They are still prohibited from replacing us with freelancers. That's at least for another year. Seniority was a big issue. They wanted seniority to play no role in layoffs. We have preserved seniority as a factor, but we have also thrown in experience as well. The company must consider both seniority and overall experience, which would include time doing journalism in other platforms, at other companies, and other places. I mean, we think that's a workable compromise between what we wanted and what they wanted. It's certainly far better than what they had originally wanted.
Did you guys give up anything to get what you had?
We've made concessions along the way. We'll be going to we'll have 2 fewer days of paid time off, but that's not a huge deal. We'll also be getting a better extended sick leave plan out of this, and I think that balances the other out. We gave on some things, certain types of overtime rules. I mean, things that if I were to go into detail, I don't want to get too far into detail. We did give on some things. There are significant concessions there. They will be able to transfer us. My members can now be dispatched to work in both Springfield or the Northern Cincinnati Bureau, but they will not lose their labor. They will not lose their labor rights as a point. They will still be considered members of this bargaining unit. So there are concessions, but when you look at it, if you want to do a comparison, I don't know, you could sit and score it different ways and go winners or losers, but to me, everyone won in this because this gives us all a chance to move forward and get out of this 26-year impasse that has, I think, hurt the company. I don't think this has helped the company. I think this has hurt the company. This is going to open, and I wonder if you guys feel that way. And say yes or no. But si, senor. I think that this has hurt the company more than anything, and I think this will help the company. By moving away from this, by being able to work, we can now focus totally on working together. We are going to continue to do very innovative journalism, the very innovative journalism that our members, the people who are behind me, that these people do. And this will enable us to do that. And I think the company will get, by providing better working conditions, I think the company will get better work out of these people. Not that there was anything wrong with their work at all. These are among the most hard-working people around. And I will tell you that the copy desk is one of 2. They merged 4 copy desks into 2, and ours was one of them, and that was the only union copy desk out of all of them, because these people were more efficient than the other copy desks. And we're going to build on it. We will get a contract for the copy editors. We're going to settle, we are going to settle the contract in Springfield. That's in the process now. And we are going to build our union, and we are going to get stronger. We have gotten consistently stronger over the last 10 years. And there are many people who felt that this could never be done. And here we are.
I'd just like to say that this has been a nearly 30-year victory in the waiting, a long-time battle for the Guild. I was there when we first became part of the AFL-CIO and then later CWA. And that I'm very proud of all the hard work everybody does to get a contract and what we've done as workers to maintain our level of employees here and help those who the company had basically forced out, and we arranged a better deal for those folks. And I think that every minute that you spend as a guild member and every dollar you spend, and it's not very much, it's well worth it, and we're just proud of this victory. It's been a long time coming. I can't say really, it's an emotional and a moral victory for me personally.
Thank you so much. Is this the longest labor struggle in America that we know of?
It's the longest struggle that I know of anywhere,
Okay.
by far. I don't know of anyone. Within the Guild, I think 10 years is the other record. We were at 26, nearly 26. This started with the ratification vote and the vote to go with the Guild on September 12th, 1986. We actually have people present who were small children at the time. I don't know the best. We have people here who were part of that original struggle as well. But overall, I was not here yet. I was 18, and it's my first couple weeks of college, having no idea that a couple hundred miles to the west, one of the biggest labor battles would ever start. One of the longest. We are now 3 bargaining units, not 1, and many of the people back here will not be under this contract, but they worked for it because they wanted to stick together, and we will be going back for a copy desk contract sometime in the next year. We will start negotiations on that. I'm not exactly sure when, but these people stood behind, a number of these people stood behind us. Those of us who are in the traditional bargaining unit, reporters and photographers, and I'm telling you that I'll never forget that. And I'm going to make sure that nobody in the traditional bargaining unit ever forgets that as well. This is the start of a new era for the Dayton Newspaper Guild. This is a victory, but we are going to build on it. We are going to continue to build on it. And we now have the Springfield News Sun workers. They're a bargaining unit within our local. We are going to continue to try to grow our local and recruit outside and unionize other parts of the company, and actually maybe other parts of other companies, depending on what's out there.
That was my only friend!